everybody. Here we are, the Boomer Broads, on the day of the Oscar nominations, which for me is like a holiday. That's a big day for me.
You taking the rest of the day off?
I may have, well, I'll be
Tell me now.
I'm always half checked out by noon anyway, so come on, what's different?
Tell me now.
No, but I am very confused by this year's nominations.
I don't like them. I don't like them.
Again, I'm going to start by saying, and I know everybody thinks it's not the greatest film in the world, but where is the love for comedy when it comes to the Oscars?
Miss Comedian.
Well, it's true. I mean, why is making a movie that makes people laugh mean it's not a good film? Or it's not a high quality
We were on
film?
the air this morning and she was like, oh, that's a chick flick. And my feeling is so? What?
What, Bridesmaids you're talking about?
Yeah, Bridesmaids.
Yes.
One of the people that was on the air with us this morning was saying, chick flick. And
yes,
like,
I think...
What's wrong with that?
With 9 nominations, meaning there could have been a 10th, would have killed them.
And what is that about?
Well, that's a point. It's a point system. So the voters give, this one. It's a whole point system now that they do.
You mean there was no number 10?
Exactly.
Oh.
There was not a 10th film that had enough points to be considered an Oscar nominee. Yeah. And I think that Big Bridesmaids, I think that's a miss. And it isn't. That's like, did I see Hangover? Was that a girl's film? No, that was a guy's film. But did I let? No.
Was it nominated?
It might have been. I'm going to check on that. I bet our producer will have that information for you. I think it might have been. And Bridesmaids was just as good. Kristen Wiig was fantastic. And so, of course, they gave Melissa McCarthy the bone. They threw a bone at supporting actress, which she won't win, because we know Octavia Spencer's going to win.
Better.
She's going to win.
And may I say, of the 9 nominated movies, and we'll put a link up, and we'll show to help our fans if they can't find it. I've seen 7 of them.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've never even heard of The Tree of Life, and I know that's probably my miss.
That's Brad Pitt and Jessica Chastain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've heard of it.
I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen War Horse.
And I haven't seen Hugo.
Oh,
and I haven't seen Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. You've seen that,
I've seen that.
Yeah.
And it was okay, but I don't think it was the best movie of the year, or one of the best movies of the year by far.
Well, what do we know? I mean, again, I start to
my opinion.
No, I'm just saying it's obvious.
We are, after all.
Don't make us say it twice. And Best Actor, Demian Bashir for A Better Life.
We can't even pronounce it, let alone vote for him.
And again, I will say for Best Actress, if Viola Davis does not win, I'm going on strike. And she won't win, but I'm going on. She might win. She might win. She was fantastic, but I don't think
you're up. Look who she's up against.
I know. Again, Meryl Streep, and Meryl Streep. It's just
Meryl Streep, but even Glenn Close in this one. Glenn Close turning herself into a man, and Michelle Williams, who won already.
She's supposed to be fantastic.
Who won
I haven't seen it yet.
I know.
And I'm very distressed because we won't have a good duke it out fight at the Oscars. That Elton and Madonna are not nominated
for anything?
For music, as they were at the Golden Globes, and didn't that get ugly fantastic? So that's really depressing.
She loves nothing better than a lot of gossip.
Yes, you demean me on publicly. Speaking of publicity that is working against someone here in Boston, and although I think it's become a national story, it was on the Today Show today.
Stupid head.
Tim Thomas.
And by the way, excuse me, this is just my personal opinion.
Go ahead.
It is not Democrat or Republican. You don't diss the President of the United States. You don't diss the President.
Penalty, Tim. Penalty. Get into the penalty box.
Personality penalty.
For those who don't know, Tim Thomas, who's the goalie for the Stanley Cup.
And the MVP.
Winning Boston Bruins and the MVP, that's right. Well, the Bruins yesterday, we were invited to see President Obama, which every winning team of every sport gets to do.
Right.
And
not a political statement.
Every once in a while, some doomcough. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened. I remember that there was a player who didn't want to see Clinton because he objected to the Monica Lewinsky shenanigans. So he decided not to come. I think that was Shimura.
But may I just ask you, Tim Thomas says there's too much government, so I'm not going to the White House to get my picture taken?
I almost think he just should have kept it. If he wasn't going to go, keep your mouth shut and just
say I was sick.
But his rationale is like scary. Is he a libertarian? Is he a right-wing?
Is he rational? Is
Nut
he
job,
smoking too much? What is he doing?
I still couldn't figure it out.
And
after
people are
reading
incensed here. People are incensed.
Well, would it have killed him? Stand in the back. Don't pat the guy on the, if you don't want to really interact with the guy, don't interact. You show respect for the commander-in-chief of the United States, who, thanks to him and the United States, you are a very rich man, Tim Thomas. You have a fantastic job. Your family has a fantastic life, and you may not agree with everything.
I don't agree with you.
If it wasn't for the American government,
so give us some of that money. Give us back some of that money, because you think it's too much money for a hockey player to be earning.
I don't.
Because all you do is push the puck around on the ice.
And that's all.
I'm so mad about it. I really am.
That's all he should do. Athletes.
Yes, keep quiet.
Do their job, which is play sports and hopefully win. Getting involved in politics and making statements, that is not your job.
So speaking of people being angry at athletes, do you think right now, because he even the president alluded to it, or didn't even allude to it, he said it right out loud. Come on, Boston. The Red Sox, the Celtics, the Stanley Cup, now the Patriots.
Yeah, everybody, there is a definite East Coast bias, and against
us.
Yes. And I get it.
We're sorry.
You don't look sorry, does she?
No, we're really
we're not sorry, but we have to learn that we are not. Yeah, we're not likable. We're arrogant. Everything we used to say about New Yorkers, everything Bostonians used to say about New Yorkers, particularly Yankees fans, is what we have become.
No, not that bad.
Absolutely.
Not that bad. We're getting there, but not that bad.
We're neck and neck. We're neck and neck. We're arrogant. We rub people's faces in our victories. We're not humble. We're not nice. First of all, if you went on the boards, which I do, if you go on the internet and you look on ESPN.com or you go to CNNSI.com and you read what people are saying,
none of it.
Then you don't know.
I know.
Because the way we're represented by our people.
Maybe I'm more representative of the mainstream.
I hope so. Although you are a Bostonian, but you don't watch any of the games, so I don't know that you're representative.
That's not true. I walk out of the room when it gets tense. That's all.
Which is like the first period.
I'm right there for the replay, though.
That's good. We appreciate your support.
I make all the appetizers.
But what a dilemma for the unit. Yes, you do.
Thank you very much.
Nothing like an Anne-Marie Eigner meatball. Trust us. I will say that it must be a nightmare for the bulk of the United States to have a New York, New England Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, we think the world revolves around us, so we're all like, isn't this great? Boston and New York, Boston and New York.
Well,
and the rest of the country must be like, gag me.
Are we supposed to apologize?
Nobody's asking for an apology, but I think we could figure out a way to get liked again. Because it'll be interesting to see the ratings of the Super Bowl.
The Patriots are so likable, though. The Patriots are such a likable team.
They're despised.
By the rest of the country. Why? They pay tribute to, Myra Kraft. They are humble. Tom Brady is humble. He's sorry he's so gorgeous. He's sorry. And he's married to, and the point that was made this morning, yes, but he got, Bridget pregnant and dumped her. He didn't even, when he dumped her, he did not know she was pregnant.
And it's not Eli Manning's fault that his real name is Alicia. Sorry, Eli. Honestly.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Elisha.
Ooh, that's a girl's name.
Or Elisa. Our producer will let you know. Thank you, Dave.
What's our time, by the way?
But it's not. No. See, and what I just did is a good example of why people hate us. Anyway, and how about the news about Heidi Klum and Seal? Is that even possible, people?
You know what?
They got remarried every year.
I know, and they were, lovey-dovey on the red carpet and kissy-kissy.
They were like
But
forever.
the piece in the paper today says, maybe that should have been our heads up.
Yeah.
Trying too hard on the red carpet, and then they're not speaking to each other when they left.
And then someone said the reason they got remarried every year on their anniversary to try to focus again on their marriage, because obviously they didn't.
She was constantly talking how they were, up in the attics,
blissful,
and having sex all the time.
Handsomest man she's ever seen,
which I don't agree with, by the way.
either.
Although I think she's magnificent.
She is. He's a very handsome man, but you can't get beyond.
I don't appreciate the fact that he's out already talking about it, though. Like he's on Ellen, talking about it. It happened yesterday.
He's on it. I think he was planned to be on Ellen. He didn't go on
promoting
Ellen
his
to talk.
promoting his
his new song.
Right.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't. He should say it's too new. I don't want to talk
Oh
about
well,
it.
I don't know. Maybe he,
I mean, that's just how I feel.
I don't think that's
should.
so bad. But all right, I get what you're saying. But so be it.
Anyway, a couple
Anything
of items.
else you'd like to add?
A couple of items from
Ditties?
today's papers, which I think are fascinating. And you'll appreciate this because you yell at me all the time.
Oh, yell
the
is a
front
strong
page of the USA Today, above the fold, they won't quit. So it's about, and maybe Dave will put up a link to the article, it's about how we, as we age, we're not going to stop working. My dad worked till he was 98.
As will you.
I think I will.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind working. I certainly, what my issue is I don't plan to work full time. I don't want to go to an office. I would love to continue to be of value to corporations, to people, to nonprofits with my, my knowledge of PR and marketing, and I will offer that until the day I die. But I don't want a 9 to 5 life. I want to travel.
You know our clients. Don't listen to her. Our clients don't listen to her.
Clients. No, but you know what I'm saying. And no matter what, I'd have clients because I would consult, but I wouldn't be so hungry for the money at that point, so I wouldn't have to work. And I think that's the difference. A lot of these people want to work, but a lot of them have to work.
No, a lot
that's
of
difference.
This article
on the people who
happens
want
to focus more on the people who say, "What would I do?"
Right, and I agree with that.
In fact, I had lunch with an old college friend yesterday, and she said, after working out, and watching the morning TV shows and my cup of coffee, what am I going to do all day?
Right. Right, and so and I agree with that. So you write, you do the things that you do. You offer yourself. Again, I could see myself offering my services at a very low rate or nothing to nonprofits, and that would be a great way for me to live my older years. Would you be a nonprofit that I could offer?
No, I already am. I would be offering our clients ongoing expertise and skill.
What does that mean?
Nothing. It just means I would continue to.
Continue to do what I do. And you would come
to
the office every day, and I just don't want to do that.
I don't know that I would even come to the office every day, but I would be working every day. Mm-hmm. It really it energizes me. Mm-hmm. My work energizes me. I like it. It's not that I like getting up at 4:30 to go to the gym. That would probably change in some way.
You could do that later.
The other article, which I thought was interesting, is from the Wall Street Journal today. When stress is good for you.
Let's hope that's true.
You'd be.
Then how the
you should be doing right. I was going to say you should be doing great.
Yeah, exactly.
And the joke with people who know me is I don't get stress. I give stress. So.
That's a hilarious joke, isn't it? All right, I think we need to wrap up so we don't stress everybody out anymore.
Okay.
And we'll see you next week.
Well,
people.
yeah. When are the Oscars anyway? Do we know?
February.
Our producer will be right on that.
26th. February 26th.
Okay. Well, we have that to look forward to and gossip about from now till then.
Woo, and the Super Bowl.
Have a good week.